Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Ricky Ventures Live. How's everybody doing out there? Who do we got in the house right now? I see we have Lila Newton out there. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. We've got Altruistic Farmstead. We've got Susie Jacobson. How you doing? And we've got Linda Lipsky. How are you doing? Says she's saying hi to Linda. And Susie Jacobson there. She's saying hello to me. Hello, Susie. How are you doing? And we've got Marino's Mysteries in here. He's like, oh boy, here we go. I think I've got my mute off this time, so I think we're all good with the sound, I hope. If you guys give me some thumbs up and let me know if the sound's okay. We got Mountain Grandma in here, and she's saying hi to All Handmade. I see Rolling with Raquel is in here. Hey, and look at that. We've even got RidgeLife in here. So we do have a special guest today. You guys probably already all know that it's going to be Tim from RidgeLife. We're going to hang out with him and talk with him a little bit. I wanted to stop and say hi to you guys first, though. Roland Raquel's in here. She gave me a thumbs up. So Lila Newton says very good. All right. I'm glad we got the sound. That's awesome. We got Outdoors with Big Matt in here as well. Nice to see you here. Possum Rum Homestead. I got Simple Life Reclaimed in here. Thank you for showing up, Simple Life Reclaimed. And thanks for showing up on my live last week. You guys should go check out that live with Simple Life Reclaimed if you haven't. It's a great time. We had a really good time with them. I wanted to talk a little bit about, if you guys have seen a couple, I think it was last week, where I posted a video on, I was going down the road here in Minnesota, and I came across this area where there was all these decoy ducks sitting out over on the side of the road, and they were all painted these different colors and stuff. All these decoy ducks were out there, and I think there was even one decoy goose. And so I stopped and I took a look at it, and I was like, what is this? What is going on here? What is all these decoy ducks doing out here? And they were not normal decoy ducks. They were like painted up in really fantastic colors. They were like just neon bright colors and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, what's going on? This doesn't make any sense to me. So I came home and I did some research on it. And from what I can tell, the story of it goes is it was this guy and this girl that would go up north to their cabin all the time. In Minnesota, that's a big thing. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but in Minnesota, it's a big thing to have a cabin in northern Minnesota. And so like you work all week in the Twin Cities, and then at the end of the week, everybody goes up north to their cabin and hangs out for the weekend, right? And then everybody comes back, for the work week. And so sometimes when you're going up there, there's a lot of traffic you have to contend with, and coming back on a Sunday, it's a lot of traffic too. I tend to leave pretty early in the morning if I'm going up there, so I can avoid some of that traffic. But I checked out the story on those decoy ducks, and it turns out there's this guy and his wife that would travel up there all the time. And apparently in that area where those decoy ducks are, she would always mistakenly think there was a turtle out there or something, is what the story was about. And so he came up with the idea that he would put a decoy duck out there and tie it to, which was actually a log that they were seeing in the ditch. And so he did that. He put the decoy duck out there, he tied it to the log, and it went off like wildfire, right? Like once he put that out there, like more decoy ducks started showing up, and it just grew and grew. And so from that point on, like they kind of became the caretakers of these ducks now. And so every year it sounds like they go out there and they collect all the ducks before it gets cold and freezes, and they store them, and then they put them all back out there in the springtime, and then they sit there for all summer. And apparently it continues to grow over time, and people have put ducks out there for various reasons, for respecting other people or remembrance of other people and things like that, right? So it's actually turned into a cool little thing, I thought. So it was a pretty neat story. When I looked into it and looked it up, I was like, that's pretty cool. So who else do we got in the house in here? We got 14 people in here. I see All Handmade is in here. We've got Possum Run Homestead, already said. Who else do we have in here? We got Simply Jan Homestead. How you doing, Jan? It's nice to see you here. And who else do we have? Mountain Grandma already said hi to hello to her. So we're going to have Tim on today. And Lila Newton saying, Tim, are you ready to be in the hot seat? There you go. Before we bring Tim in here, though, I wanted to show you guys, I got another letter in the mail from, make sure there's no identifying information on here, from Yogi Hollow Farms. And it's got our P.O. box on there. So I'm not concerned about showing that to you. And it's got my P.O. box on there. This is my second piece of mail that I've got in my P.O. box, guys. It's like every time I go and open it up, I open it up and look in there and I say hello, and it's an echo chamber. It's like, hello, 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 because there's nothing in there ever. So I think I know what's in this one, just like I thought I knew what was in the last one. And the last one that I had, I held on to for quite a while. As you guys, I think you guys may have heard that story. I held on to it for quite a while. We got Journey Along with Shannon in here. How's it going, Shannon? So we're going to open this up with our trusty dusty knife here. If I don't cut myself, get that open there. And I'm thinking there's a sticker in here, guys. What do you guys think? Do you guys think there's a sticker in here? I'm thinking it's a sticker. We got Journey Along saying hello. We got RidgeLife in here saying hello to people. So we got a nice little card. That's pretty. I like the flowers on it. And let's see what we got inside of it. And I'm going to read it here before I read it out loud to make sure. So basically, it's Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm. Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm saying that sorry that she's absent-mindedness because I sent her some mail with a sticker in it, and I think she meant to send me one back and didn't quite get to it. And then I think I mentioned it to her on one of her lives, like, yeah, I didn't get a sticker, and she's like, oh no. So here it is, guys. It's Yogi Hollow Farm. I got my own sticker yet. I still don't have a sticker board yet, though. And the reason I don't, and I mentioned this before, is because I haven't decided how I'm going to display them yet. I've got quite a few stickers. Well, not quite a few. I've got a couple of stickers, I should say. And now I've got Yogi Hollow Farm. Thank you, Lisa, very much for that. I don't think she's in the chat here, but maybe she'll watch this later. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with them. And I think Mickelson Homestead here in Minnesota, they were going to come up with an idea. I haven't seen what that idea is yet, but I do plan on actually meeting up with Mickelson Family Homestead. I think that's their channel name, and Live in MN Outdoors tomorrow. I'm actually going to meet them both in person at a different event, and we'll see how much filming I do there. If I do a lot of filming, we'll get a video out of it. If I don't do filming, maybe we'll talk about it on our next live. So with that, who else do we got here? We got Mario Mystery still in here talking to, he's saying hello to Altruistic Farm. And we've got Farm and HVAC. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. Hello, Farm and HVAC. Who else we got in the chat? I'm looking through here. See RidgeLife saying hi. Journey Along saying hi. Well, I'm not going to keep our special guest waiting any longer. I'm going to bring Tim up here on screen with us. And we've got a few questions with him. We're going to talk to Tim about, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. We'll see what we talk to Tim about. So I'm going to bring him up here. I'm going to add Tim to the stream. Hello, Tim.
I'm in the hot seat.
Tim is in the hot seat. How you doing, Tim? How you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
I want to thank you for coming up here today. I reached out to you through email a couple of weeks ago, and you were gracious enough to accept my invitation. So I really appreciate that.
Absolutely, my pleasure, man.
And so I've got lots of questions prepared, just like I've had on some of the other lives. He's ready for the hot seat. But before I get into the questions, I just want to generally ask you, can you tell us a little bit about your channel, where it came from, how you started? I think it was Roland with Raquel that told me at one point when I had Josh from the Stony Ridge Farm on, she's like, I don't even know who this is. I don't know where he came from. I don't know what his channel's about. So you want to tell our fans in the chat here what your channel's about? They probably all know, but hey.
Absolutely. But first, a little disclaimer. If I go away suddenly, it's because we have a big thunderstorm coming through right now, lightning and thunder. It's going to come through for the next hour. So if I leave, I'll try to come back as soon as possible.
Okay.
But I'm not
Stay safe.
I'm not
That's the first
disgruntled.
thing.
You hear the thunder? I don't know if you heard that, but it's pretty loud. So RidgeLife. What's RidgeLife about? Well, about 2.5 years ago, I created a channel called RidgeLife. We had bought this property. Originally, it was 7 acres in 2017, my wife and I.
Mm-hmm.
And I created a channel, and I didn't do anything with it. I mean, I said I did like a walk around. I did 1 or 2 videos. Didn't do anything.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then my son, we were doing so many cool things on this property. We're fixing a barn, chickens, and pond, and making trails on the 4-wheeler, cutting down trees.
Oh yeah.
And my son's like, Dad, this stuff is fun. You should put this on YouTube, on your YouTube channel, because he knew I had a channel. I started doing bees.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. So I started with the bees, and then I didn't really do much other than bees. And then in November 2 years ago is when I committed myself to doing YouTube, and it was RidgeLife. And it was going to be our life here on the Ridge, whether it be hunting, fishing, trapping, bees, chickens. We got rabbits, motorcycles, car repairs, barn repairs, whatever. It's RidgeLife. So guys, it is, if you like homesteading or adventure or animals and livestock, I mean, I have big plans for hair sheep, Scottish Highland cattle, donkeys, horses. In the next 5 years, I've got a plan for my channel. So I'm hoping people stick around and we continue. The algorithm hates me because I'm not a particular niche. I'm not. The algorithm hates me, but I don't care. I love what I'm doing, and that's what RidgeLife's about. And I believe 5 years from now, it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and my channel's similar but different, right? It's me about going on my adventures, and those adventures could be up north on my land up there, doing stuff up there, which is a lot of it, or it could be me going on adventures hiking, which I do a lot of that as well, or just it's just whatever I have going on. I've got videos out there of, I went to what was called Howie's Mud Bog a couple of weeks ago, or back in Labor Day is when it was. And it was big trucks going through the mud, and it was fun, right? So all that kind of stuff. So I guess one other guy kind of explained, it's good old country boy stuff, I guess, in a sense, right? Right. It's whatever I'm doing. And so Marino's Mystery says motorcycles. Yeah. I haven't seen too much of the motorcycle. You haven't done too much of that lately, right?
No, a lot's been going on. We're building the log home. The log home is really just kind of stopped a lot of that, because I mean, most of the stuff I've been taking care of on the property has been getting this log home ready. We're doing a 1,500 square foot timber frame log home for my mom. We ended up buying 31 more acres behind us.
Okay.
So we have almost 40 acres. And so we're building her retirement home back there. But yeah, motorcycles. I did my RidgeLife Freedom Tour with my wife. We took our Ducati motorcycles 2,500 miles and just visited YouTube channels. That was a couple years ago. That's when I met Jason Crocker for the first time, and that was before meetups and before all that stuff. So yeah, just man, I try to incorporate all that stuff in the channel.
I see Jessica's Dumpster Girls is in here. I know she subscribed to me earlier this week. How's it going? And who else did I see go by here? I said Bob Elliott's in here. I see Christina, not Krista Ware.
Krista Ware.
Yeah, she must have come over from your channel. I don't think I've seen that name here before.
Tons of RidgeLife people in here.
We've got 16 people in the chat. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna jump over to some of the questions.
I don't bring them like Stony Ridge Farmer, man. I'm sorry.
To be honest, Stony Ridge didn't bring as much as Simple Life Reclaimed did. Simple Life Reclaimed brought them in.
Mel and Gary, man, just that little that roast thing I did today, it's already got like 2,000 views.
Yeah, the one I put out there, it's going crazy. It's like,
so and Mel and I were just talking today that we are so excited of what it's going to do for anybody that puts a video out. So guys, if you haven't put your SLR roast video out, the deadline is Monday. You have less than 5 minutes. You can do a 1 minute, that's all you gotta do. 1 minute of that. 1 minute.
Yeah,
that's I think
my video was like 2 minutes long, guys, and it didn't take me long to record it.
The bucket. It was funny.
So Yeah, get out there and do it. Definitely, because they need more people to join the contest. We
Yeah,
need some good entries, guys.
Drew was the first one to get his video in. Of course, the
Oh,
first one
his
in
was
has the video at
hilarious.
the top of the playlist. He's got over 6,000 views of that thing.
And his video's good too. Like they're
Oh, yeah.
all good. You got to go check them out, guys. You got to go check out that playlist. I think if you look up, I think it's called Simple Life Reclaim Roast Contest or Simple Life Reclaim Contest Roast. If you type in those words, search, you'll find it. Or just go to the page and look it up. So it's good stuff. All right, so let's jump over to some of the questions I got. So what are some other channels that are outside of your niche, although you don't necessarily have a niche, that are kind of outside of your channel theme that you like to watch?
All right. Well, we talked about Stony Ridge Farmer and all those guys. Those are in my niche. That's what I do.
Yep.
Before I got my Durango SRT, there was a couple of the car channels, the Dodge, the Mopar channels. There was a couple of them actually aren't they got demonetized and they shut down. It's kind of crazy.
That's weird.
But yeah, I was into the Mopar thing. The SRT Hellcat. I have a Dodge Durango SRT and also Ducati. I have two Ducati. So the racing, the Grand Prix. Man, I'm big into that stuff. So
you're a Mopar guy.
Motorcycle racing and Mopar, American Muscle.
I'm more of a Ford guy myself. You probably know that. You probably.
I like Ford too. I like Ford trucks, not necessarily cars. I'm a Ford truck guy.
Yeah, I've got a Ford Mustang. It's a 2012 GT that it's my baby. I really take care of it. It's a show quality car.
I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's sitting in the garage now, and it's getting ready to be put on blocks. So for the winter time. So.
Well, what I have a American Muscle car minivan on steroids. My Durango, it's a minivan on steroids. It's 475 horsepower, 470 foot-pounds of torque, all-wheel drive, 0 to 60, and I've registered mine at 4.2 seconds, 0 to 60, quarter mile, 12.6.
I've never raced the Mustang, but I have had it dyno tuned, and so when they did a lot of the work on the engine's got. I mean, there's a lot of money in that car. Just to say, there's a lot of money that's been put into that car. It's had thousands of dollars put into it. And so they dyno tuned it and everything to get the best performance out of it. And I think when they dyno tuned it, it was 560 at the wheels.
Woo.
And so if you translate that because you lose a lot of power from the engine to the wheels, going through the transmission, right? So it's about 650 probably, at the crank. So it's crazy, but it's crazy fun to drive.
You're talking power to weight ratio now. My Ducati, it's 165 horsepower and weighs 1/10 the weight.
Oh yeah.
It's less than 600 pounds and it's 165 horsepower. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that moves. I don't have a bike. I thought about it one day, but yeah, I got young kids. I want to be around just in case, right? So I see Country Road Pro Cruiser
in the house.
And I see Susie Jacobs said, yeah, Mustang. She likes the Mustangs. Who else we got showing up? We got 25 people in here now. Our numbers are growing. We got Richard Hughes. We got Andale Homestead in here. All right, let's go to our next question. Or if I can find my stream here. My next question is, tell us something that your subscribers don't know about you.
Don't know about me. Okay. Let's see. Something they don't know about me. Well,
I'm trying to think what SLR said, but I don't remember.
Now, see that
I think it came out though.
That plaque right there shows I'm a blue nose. I was a Navy nuclear submariner, but a lot of my subscribers know I was in the Navy. Big. But
thank you for your service.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yep.
That I was a biology major in college before I joined the Navy. I was going to be a marine biologist.
There you go.
And now I was a nuclear technician. Now I'm an electrical engineer. Nothing to do with biology, but I was a biology major in college. I love biology.
So yeah, maybe people didn't know that Tim was going to be a marine biologist.
Living in Missouri. I was from Missouri.
You might have to move to the coast somewhere, right, to do that, right?
I did. I went down to South Georgia and Florida, and
All right. What is your favorite thing about doing YouTube?
man, that's so easy. It is the community. I mean, you guys know I do the Tuesday night watch and grows, and that's my payback because I was pushed so forward by so many people like Ernie Hatmaker. I don't know if you know Ernie Hatmaker, and then Jason Crocker, and then Simple Life Reclaimed,
Yeah.
and Chad from 9 to 5 to Laugh Off Grid. Just the community that I've come to know and love. And at the 2 meetups I went to, my RidgeLife Freedom Tour on the motorcycles, it truly is the community. I've met so many people that I can turn off YouTube right now and I will still talk to.
That's cool.
It is and people that I never would have met my entire life.
And it's people that are like really distanced too, right? That's kind of really cool about it.
Oh,
Right?
I mean, Tundra Jason, Las Vegas. I mean, Mel and Gary were in Las Vegas. Eric Greenhorn, 1 Acre, Arizona. I can just talk to these guys. MT Homestead, Mike and Terry.
Yep.
Kevin from Lazy Pond Farm, my good buddy on the East Coast. Jason from Homestead, Northern Michigan, up in Michigan. Ricky Venture. So you're getting there.
Yeah, SLR said that she didn't know you were so smart.
Oh, well, wait a second. That's kind of a put down, isn't it? You think about it. She didn't know I was smart.
Mr. MT's in the house. He said hello. He says he can't stay. They're not feeling well. I hope you guys start feeling better. I heard that they have they got some
Mike's
stuff
got
going
it now
around.
Too. It wasn't not just Terry, Lila. It's Mike too. So Mike, man.
Yeah, feel better, man. Get some rest.
Yeah, get past this stuff.
Drink fluids. Get rest. Yeah.
Yeah, because Ricky, I'm sorry, the hands go this way. Ricky is a nurse.
I am a nurse. Yeah.
He knows his stuff.
I think most people, well, not everybody knows that. I think some people know that nowadays, I think.
And Stony Ridge Farmer's a nurse. And
yes, he is.
Yeah. So, and I was wondering, and I didn't mean to ask the questions here.
Oh, go ahead. We're good. We're just having a conversation.
When you invited him, did he connect to you because you're a nurse, or did he even know?
I will say that I did use it, or I made sure that I announced it when I talked to him, right? Because if you got something in common with somebody, you're trying to meet them for the first time, it's a way to meet people, like, right? So I will say that I did definitely mention that I am a nurse when I reached out to him. I'll put it that way, right? That's probably the most politically correct way to say it if you can, right? So, and I don't know if it made a difference or not to him, to be honest, right? I don't think it would have, to be when I go back, but yeah, I mean, we talked about it through
anything to get your foot in the door, man.
And like I was saying earlier, I don't know if it was, I was talking to you earlier before we were on here, we were talking a little bit, right, to make sure this is all working. And so I don't know if I said it then or now, but like, even though I got him on here on the live and stuff, like he did, like, not as many people watch that live as watch the SLR live. It's like, it just does that much better. I don't know if it's because it's promoted more. That's probably part of it, because they put it on their community page. I don't know although Josh put it on his community page too, actually too. So that's not it. Simple Life Reclaim maybe is just, they got a bigger audience.
They're hot.
Than they do.
I was telling you earlier, my first introduction to YouTube was Stony Ridge Farmer. I sought him out for knowledge, and and I started liking his stuff. So it's that personality, but he's a teacher of things. SLR is just, a lifestyle, a personality, and we can't get enough of Simple Life Reclaim. When a video comes out of SLR, ding, smash, you gotta watch. What are they getting up to next? The concrete.
Yeah, that concrete stuff I had to do that. Sorry.
It's a nightmare for them.
I had to do it to you.
But it's video gold, you know what I mean?
And it's real life, right? I mean, it's real life.
Part of what they didn't make that stuff up. It really jacked it up. That concrete's not good.
So how about if you could change anything about YouTube or social media, what would it be?
Oh, it's the politicalization. I mean, I can't hunt. I can't express my, we live in a society where, liberalism says we should be able to be tolerant. But when liberals are in control, there's no tolerance. I mean, none. And I'm not being one-sided here. I
Yeah.
mean, the people that preach tolerance when they're in control have zero. So, when I want to show how to harvest a deer from sitting in a tree stand to eating it on my table, I've got to parse it out. I can't show real life, real things. When I want
Yeah.
to talk about, current events and affairs, or even my Christianity, you know,
Yep.
I've got to, and it's tough. I wish freedom of speech, because
Was
freedom of speech,
truly, this was really truly freedom of speech. Yeah.
I mean, most people don't understand this really, and I'm not being facetious. I'm not being
Okay.
belittling anybody, but
No,
most people don't
Tim's
understand
serious,
that
guys. He's serious now.
the Bill of Rights only applies to the government. Those rights are only guaranteed through the government. Private organizations do not have to follow the Bill of Rights.
This is true.
So freedom of speech, you go into Walmart and you speak the way they don't want you to speak, they tell you get the heck out.
And Stony Ridge said something similar. He not quite clearly as you're saying it. Maybe it was clear, but he made the point of YouTube is a business. And so they're running this as a business, right? And so
Yep.
the things they
Facebook,
do,
same way.
they do it for their business and their shareholders to make money, right? That's why they're doing it, right? So I see Brenda
And
Breaker showed up.
unfortunately, a lot of their stakeholders, their higher ups have a political agenda and they push it.
Right, because they've got the platform, right? So
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yeah. And if I owned one, I would probably do the same thing. I would think I'm better
Hello,
than
will it
that, but
grow?
you know what? I'm really not.
Yep.
I
Will
mean,
it grow is in
if
here?
Satanists and devil worshiping and all and hedonism and pedophiles wanted to come on, I would probably say no,
Yeah,
So
exactly. Right. Yeah, I try to keep those things out. And
yep.
I'm just not going to go there because I don't like, even I'm going to go hunting this year and I'm even debating on how much of that I'm going to show. I thought about, I have if you've seen, I have a sidearm on me all the time when I'm up there because there's bears and wolves and I don't want to run into one. Usually I'm being way too loud anyway, but like those things, I have to take care of them and clean them. And I thought about making videos out of that, but it's like, do I really want to do that? Or, I've debated it. So maybe one day I'll do that. We'll see what happens. And then Stony Ridge Farmer is like, hey, give it a go. Your channel's small. If you make a mistake, maybe it won't be so bad. Right. So
I watched a live the other day of a trapper.
yep.
And I love trapping. That's another thing. I love trapping.
Cool.
And he put to bed a lot of the myths. Now he had like 30,000 subscribers, so he had like 500 people on his live. He wasn't just a small channel, and he did everything that you're not supposed to do on YouTube. He on his live he played shooting an animal, skinning it, butchering it, and he's like, at some point he was drinking whiskey, he was cussing, he was doing everything you're not supposed to do, and his live stayed up. The
There
one
you
thing
go.
you can't do is what I did the other night was clean a firearm
Yes.
live.
I saw that happen.
You can't do that.
Yeah. I think they see that image on the live. They're going to
20
cut it
minutes,
down.
you're done.
Yep. We got Living a Rogue Life in here. We got Mary in
Whoa, Carla.
Texas. Yep.
Kyle Levier.
Yeah. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? We got Donna Lee in here too. I said hi to Will It Grow. I'm so happy you guys are here. We are up to 34 people, guys. Be sure and hit that thumbs up for me, everybody out there. Hit that thumbs up for Tim too. Super awesome to see you guys in here. What is my next question? Let's see. I'm going through my list here. What is something you have accomplished? And this is, I say guys, because I asked the same question to SLR, that you are proud of that you recently accomplished.
Now, kind of further elaborate or
what is something that you've accomplished recently that you're proud of? It could be anything. It doesn't have to be YouTube related, just something you're proud that you've accomplished lately.
Okay. Well, the most recent thing is the flooring in the log home. I did 1,500 foot of it's a vinyl plank flooring, interlocking flooring, and I've done laminates and hardwoods and stuff before, but this worked out great. I undercut everything. I mean, I measured. It turned out great. I can't wait to show some updates to it. But no, that was my mom is super happy. She's not here right now. I didn't see her, but she is ecstatic with the floor. She loves it, and I'm happy she loves it.
And she's going to be the one that's going to be living in that log home, right? That's who
That's
you're
her
building
log
it
home.
for.
Yep.
Yeah, I see you out there working on it. That's a really nice place.
I'm so happy for her. That was her dream. See, my stepfather passed away. She was living in Florida with him. He passed away. She
Sorry to hear
retired.
that.
We bought the property up here, and so she's living her retirement dream.
All right. So how about what's your cell phone ringtone?
Oh, the ringtone is on my phone is the old school telephone.
Oh, just a normal telephone sound. Okay.
It
Yeah.
is the old school telephone. The ring. The what you're really looking for is my text, and my wife hates it. My kids hate it. My text, and I have one sound for every text, and it's that robot voice, the R2D2 kind of noise.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It is atrocious. Everybody hates it, but I know when I hear that, that's my phone.
Yeah. I've got on my cell phone, and I've had many cell phones throughout the years. Maybe it's called a mobile phone, I guess you would say, maybe say actually too. Maybe I'm dating it by calling it that. I have crickets for my email. And I did it that way because I'm sometimes in business meetings and stuff, right? And if I had the radio off, like it's crickets. And I've actually been in spots where somebody's looking around like, where's the cricket at? Because it sounds like a real cricket when it goes off, right?
Ooh, Mary in Texas made some biscotti.
We got Tamifer in here. We got Susie J. I already said hi to Susie. How you doing again? I don't know. How about the chat? You guys,
people.
you guys got to tell me in the chat what's your ringtone on your phone? All right.
Yes, I still have rabbits, Susie. I've got a ton of rabbits. I've got to process them this weekend. This weekend is process rabbit weekend.
If you could take away a superpower from any superhero, what superhero would it be, and what power would you take away from them?
This was funny. Someone just asked me just the other day, and you asked it a little bit differently, so it kind of changes it. But it would be omnipotence.
Okay.
Because that means you could do anything. I mean, most people pick flying or strength or anything. So if you actually saying a superpower from it would be, I would have the gauntlet with all the infinity stones, and I could snap my finger. So basically I would be omnipotent with the gauntlet with every infinity stone. That's me.
No, I think you're missing the question here, though. The question is, what superpower would you take away from which super person?
Okay.
Like, so let's say we pick Superman. Would you take flying from him?
In omnipotence, be it from Thanos when he had the gauntlet.
There we go. Okay. There we go.
Okay. There you go. Give it to me all. I want to be able to do anything I want.
How about what's an embarrassing fashion trend that you adopted?
Oh man, I definitely wore parachute pants back in the day.
I was there,
and I had the jeans when you tied the end of it and rolled the bottom up, and I had a mullet. Oh man, I was an 80s kid. I was born in 1970, and I was in 82. I was 12 years old. 86, I was 16 years old, and I had all that good 80s stuff. So mullet, parachute pants, I had the Def Leppard tank top with a British Union Jack and all that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
How about, did you go through the leather coat phase back in the early 90s?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I had the leather bomber jacket. And matter of fact, my senior pictures is wearing that in front of like a pilot's helmet, like, Top Gun kind of stuff. Oh yeah.
I got to mention this because I just saw him in the chat. Yogi Hollow Farm. I got your sticker today and opened it up here. Thank you very much. And I appreciate the nice card that you sent me to.
Lila's ringtone is Gary's laugh.
See, that would even make a really good roast video right there. It's gold. It's gold, Lila.
It is.
You could do it.
Do it, Lila. Do your roast video, please.
I think she could do it with the ringtone and make it be Gary's laugh. You could do it, Lila. You could totally pull it off. All right. So how about this? A doctor tells you got 24 hours to live. How will you spend the remaining time?
24 hours. Wow. I would collect all my immediate family and just have a cookout and just love on everybody. My granddaughter, play with her, my wife,
There you
my
go.
kids. We would just have the biggest shindig, eating venison backstrap and everything that's, fatty macaroni and cheese,
Of
baked
course.
potatoes stuffed with bacon and sour cream.
That's a
Oh
really
yeah,
cool
we
answer.
would do it up.
I like that answer. That's a very cool answer. I think I probably have to do the same thing. Just gather the family up and have a good time, right? Party on, because that's, if you know where you're
Because
going, you're
24
going.
hours, you kind of limited me. If you said a week or a month, I would do travel and I would
Yep.
do all those kind of things. But 24 hours, that's just family.
Yep. How about the best prank you've ever played on somebody? Maybe it's a roast you just did, the Simple Life cream.
Oh, a prank. Oh,
Yep.
best prank. Well, okay. All right. This is actually the best prank. And okay. I had a supervisor at work one time, and I was in my office, and he stuck a fire extinguisher, the powder kind, under the
Yep.
door, and he filled the whole room up with powder, right?
Oh, ouch.
And just whole room, right? This is
Yeah.
on night shift, in a steel mill and everything. So what I did, my dad came back from Alaska, and he brought some salmon sticks, smoked salmon sticks.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I took a couple of those and I sliced them longitudinally. I put them in a dish full of water and I put them in the microwave for like 20 minutes to emulsify, right? To reduce. I reduced these salmon sticks down to a
Oh, boy.
emulsification. Okay, so I went into that supervisor's office and I poured some of that juice in his air
Oh,
conditioner unit in the
oh.
return filter, and then I hid the mush. I hid the mush up under his refrigerator by the condenser coil where it
This
heats
is
up.
good. This is good.
Guys, the next week, every door to his office was open. He had every piece of furniture out. He could not find the smell because it was in his refrigerator and
Right.
it was in his he couldn't find it. And I guarantee to this day it still smells like that.
That's bad. So
Yeah.
somebody in the chat says they were late and they're not sure who this guy is. It's RidgeLife, guys. This is
Go
Tim from
RidgeLife.
RidgeLife. Tim, before you're gonna have to go back and watch the beginning of the live, he'll explain a lot about what his channel's about. All right, let's go to the next question. That was the prank one. Let's go here. What's the best thing you bought off of Amazon?
The best thing I bought off Amazon.
And it could be maybe like your favorite thing or the thing you use the most, or like, wow, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. That's really awesome though.
Okay, the best thing I bought off Amazon. See, I buy tons of stuff off Amazon. I'm trying to think. I think most of my electronics I got from Best Buy. I didn't get from Amazon. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
I stumped you, Tim. Totally
The
stumped you.
best thing I've gotten from Amazon. Oh, goodness gracious. The best thing. I see. I keep going to my electronics, my Rode Wireless Go microphone system, but I got it from Best Buy. Best thing from Amazon. All right, I can't. I don't know. You got me on that one. If I think of something,
Okay. So
you got
we're
me.
gonna play a little game now though.
All right, let's do the game.
So the game is you have to tell us 3 things. 2 of them have to be true. 1 of them has to be a lie.
2 true, 1 lie. Okay.
And we're gonna see if the people in the chat can figure out
Oh yeah,
which one's the lie.
I like that. Okay, 2 true, 1 lie. All right.
So what's so give us 3 things, 2 in any order.
Okay, so
I
just
could
pick
come first.
pick something. Okay.
Yeah, because they
All
gotta figure out which one's the truth or which one's the lie.
All right.
Brenda Baker just posted his link.
Thank
you, Brenda.
I've been under the polar ice cap.
All right. He's been under the polar ice cap.
I've been in the English Channel.
And he's been in the English Channel.
In a hurricane.
In a hurricane. Wow.
Yeah. In the English Channel in a submarine. I was under the polar ice cap in a submarine. And I was on the equator in a Speedo on a submarine.
All right, guys. What do you think? Was it in the English Channel as a lie, under the polar ice cap as a lie, or he was in a Speedo underneath the equator? Which one's the lie, guys?
We were on surface. We were on this. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Maybe that one I should have educated. Maybe that one's not.
He just narrowed it down to 50-50. and one person already said the Speedo's a lie. We just determined that the Speedo was not a lie. Will It Grow said number 3 is a lie. That's the same with the Speedo. I think that was a Speedo. Oh, so Living a Road Life says in the English Channel. I don't know. What do you think, Tim? You gonna hold on to it a little bit more? Or?
No. Okay. I'll start off. Number 1, polar ice cap. Yes, I was on a 688I icebreaker, fast attack submarine, U.S. Nuclear powered submarine, and
so awesome.
I spent a lot of my time under the polar ice cap around the and the Russian waters and stuff. Number 2, I was in Hurricane Hugo in the English Channel, and we bent our radar mast, and we could not submerge because it was too shallow, and we had to stay in England for 10 days to get our radar mast fine. And no, I was never in a Speedo on the equator. I led you astray on that one. I made it sound like I was. No, I was never in a Speedo in the Navy on a surface of.
So the Speedo was a lie, guys. All right, that
Speedo
was
good, though. No Speedo. No Speedo.
No Speedos in the Navy, huh?
At least not for me.
How about Hallmark Christmas movies or horror movies?
Woo, man. I used to be really big into horror movies. Not so much in the last 10, 15 years, but Hallmark, I mean, I like It's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Story. And so I'm more into those traditional Christmas movies now. But horror movies, I used to watch. I mean, all horror movies. If it was a horror movie, I watched it. So more Hallmark now, I guess.
So today's more Hallmark.
Yeah.
Something I forgot to mention to you guys. I was so excited that Tim was on here. We're going to give away one of Tim's shirts at the end of this live. So if you stick around, we're going to do that in the last few minutes here. So stick around. We'll get whoever wins. I'll get your information from you, and we'll get that shirt out to you. How about rice or bread?
Oh, bread. Bread. Oh man, bread. Oh, give me bread. I mean, I like rice, but I could just eat bread as a meal. Just bread. Oh yeah.
Some bread and butter, right? Give me some butter. Or, no,
bread, butter, garlic, cheese, toasted. Yeah. Give me bread. Give me bread.
What's the stuff everybody's been trying from Australia?
The Vegemite.
Vegemite. There, I'm digging it. Bread and Vegemite.
Bread and Vegemite. Bread, butter, and Vegemite. That's right.
Sweet or savory?
Ooh, man. See, I am a sweet and savory guy. I like sweet and savory mixed. But if I had to choose between sweet and savory, probably be sweet. Yeah, I got a sweet tooth. Yeah.
All right. Nobody's answering in the chat. I don't see any answers in here. Oh, well, we got Christmas movies from Farm and HB.
Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that.
Yep. Yeah. Brenda says, thanks, Tim, for his service. I definitely thank you for your service, Tim. I've got Halloween playing in the other room. So Lila's going for the horror movies. Okay. How about fruits or vegetables?
Oh, Did you say meat?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. Because I'm about equal on fruits and vegetables. There's some of each I really like. If I had to choose what you're making me, I would say fruits. I love dried fruits, freeze-dried fruits, and just some fresh fruits. Yeah, so I'd say fruits.
So which vegetable would you say no to?
Oh, Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are nasty. I mean, I love cabbage. I love cooked cabbage, and Brussels sprouts aren't. People say, "Oh, it just tastes like mini cabbage." No, Brussels sprouts are not mini cabbages.
I think if you can cook them the right way, if you can find the right recipe, I think you might like them.
Yes, you're true. You get a big pot of Brussels sprouts, you put them in boiling water, you put bacon and garlic, and then you put cheese. You throw the Brussels sprouts away and you eat the bacon, garlic, and cheese. That's how you cook Brussels sprouts.
I think I've heard this story before. Maybe some dish. Okay, so Superman or Batman?
Oh, man. See, Batman's not a superhero. But you're not asking that.
It doesn't have to. Just which one do you like better? Yeah.
You make it hard. I like both of them so much for different reasons. Superman, I mean, I love his ideals, his wholesomeness, but Batman, I'm Batman. I'm going with Batman. I'm going with Batman.
I think I was trying to figure out what SLR, Simple Life Reclaimed, said. Hi, Bland's Promised Land. I see you in here. Glad to see you. I think they said the opposite because they said, Batman just bought all of his stuff.
Yeah,
He just had a bunch of money.
He's just a dude, a dude with money who buys stuff. But the dude went through a lot to get where he's at. He
definitely
does things
the story
for the right reasons, not because he was born that way or he was raised that way. I mean, he was made to be Batman. He's why he is because of where he comes from, and I respect that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the way he is because of where he came from. So that story's got a sad start to it. I'm sure many of you know it. Okay, so scrambled eggs or sunny side up?
Sunny side up. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm an over easy guy. I'm an over easy, but sunny side up is the closest thing to over easy. So
not scrambled.
All right. No. I like that runny yellow stuff. Oh yeah.
Mashed potatoes or baked potatoes?
Baked potatoes all day long. I can do a baked potato.
Singing or dancing?
I can't sing. I sing terribly. I would love to be able to sing. I would truly love to be able to sing. I dance terribly, but I like to dance. So dancing.
All right. Going to go with the dancing.
Yeah.
Raquel likes the baked potatoes, and Possum Run Homestead's going for the scrambled eggs. I think I saw.
Hey, teach their own.
Yeah. Like my kids, they want all scrambled, right? They don't want the runny stuff.
Now I cook scrambled for all the kids because it's easier.
Yeah. Well, they don't
get a choice.
Want it. They might want the scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Possum Run Homestead's going for dancing. Tam for saying hi to
oh, wait a second. Lala just said this Batman's not real. Come on now.
He's real.
I'm Batman. You didn't know it. I'm Batman.
Chess or checkers?
Chess. I love chess. Me and my dad play chess. Me and my son play chess.
Oh, cool.
I love chess.
I've got a cool chess story. Maybe I'll save that for some other time, but I've got a pretty cool chess story actually. Carpet or hardwood floors?
Hardwood floors all day long. They're so beautiful. You can slide and do the risky business thing on it. Your tidy whities and the white shirt.
Yep. The other thing I like about hardwood floors is like there's like no allergens, right? Like allergens.
They don't collect all the smells, and you can clean them, and they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Swimming pool or hot tub?
Ooh, man.
Well, which one do you prefer more, right? So
it's a thing. See, you asked me these questions I haven't really ever thought of, and as I've aged, my preference,
has changed.
10 years ago, pool all day long, diving board, swimming. Now, 50 years old, hot tub.
Yeah. So Will It Grow says, carpet smell. There you go, right? So,
yeah.
Rolling with a horse trough. I'm not sure what she's talking about. Oh, she's talking about horse trough.
Pool, horse trough, or hot tub. Yeah, horses are
awesome. So if you're going to go Los Angeles or New York City?
Ooh, I've been to both. California is gorgeous. The weather. And I went to New York City. I was there just a few months before 9/11, when the Trade Center was attacked.
Wow.
And guys, when I went there before that, actually, I guess it was then, Giuliani was the mayor of New York City.
Okay.
And it was clean. There was no crime. And I fell in love with New York City. I was there that one time before 9/11, and it was just an amazing place. People were so friendly. Now I don't think so. I think I wouldn't go to California or New York if I had a choice. I would go to Montana or Colorado, or I would go somewhere like that. But both those places have beautiful people, beautiful things to see, and it's all America, and I love it all. But I would pick New York City for then.
I've never been to Los Angeles. I've been to New York City a couple of times. So a couple, one or two times for fun and a couple of times for business. And so I guess I can't really say. I've nenever made it all the way to California. I'll have to do that sometime, I think.
If you ever go to California, Go to San Francisco, drive along the coast down to Carmel. From Monterey, from San
Do the
Francisco,
101 they call
Monterey
it,
to
I think.
Carmel, you'll be in love with the state of California. Just don't
Okay.
talk to anybody and don't order any sweet tea.
Don't go into any downtown areas, right?
Yeah. If you order sweet tea in California, they put cream in it, sweet cream.
What is that?
You know, like sweet cream, you put in your coffee, you're like, sweet.
I know what
That's sweet tea. It's not sweet tea.
It's sugar, people. You got to put sugar in it. That's how you make sweet tea.
It's cold. Iced tea with sugar.
Yep, that's how I learned how to make it. So you put some water on the stove, you throw some tea bags in it, you boil it up, and then add it to some water and sugar. That's all you got to do.
How many people you got in here now?
We got 39 people. I think we were up to 40 at one point. So
woohoo!
We got, well, how much time we got left? We are 51 minutes in. We're going to go for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to give away a shirt. All right. So how about if you were going to go art museum or history museum?
Art, okay, definitely history museum. I'm not into art. I'm not into fancy sculptures. I don't see what people see in abstract art and stuff. I'm not really an historian.
Yep.
I'm more of a natural history museum guy.
Okay.
I love the Museum of Natural History. I love it. I could go there 100 times, and it's history, so it answers your question. But the Museum of Natural History, I love it. I love it.
I've been there. I've been to Washington, D.C., been to the National Museum. There's more than one, but I've been to
I went to one in New York.
Okay. Yeah. How about sleep too much or sleep too little?
I don't get any sleep. I go to bed, 10 or so and get up at 4 or so, like 4:20. Everyone makes fun of because my alarm is set for 4:20, and no, I don't smoke pot. I can't because my work, drug test me. But my alarm is set for 4:20 every morning, so I get 4 to 6 hours sleep at the most. I would love to sleep in, but I don't. I got too much stuff to do. So I'd love to sleep, but I don't get it.
I don't know if I could operate on that amount of sleep. I don't think I
4
could
to
do
6
it.
is all I get.
Wow, I'm in the 6 to 8 category. I think 8 if I can get it. Otherwise, I gotta have 6 to be able to operate, right? So
to put out 700 or what did I say? 730 videos in less than 2 years, you don't get much more than 6 hours sleep.
I got to do less sleep and more video recording. All right, there we go. We got 37 in the house still in here. What's the chat looking like? I got Christina Ware in here. We got the Reef Robber in here. How you doing, Reef Robber?
Temper. How you doing, Temper?
Who else we got in the chat in here? We've got seeing if I see any other names. Brenda Baker's talking about Colorado. Maybe that's where she wants to go visit when we're talking about that. Mountain Grandma says Alaska, maybe. All right.
Will it grow?
Yep, Will it grows in here. He's thank you for being here. How about roller coasters or water slides?
Oh man, I used to hate roller coasters as a kid. I'd get car sick, but then I grew into loving them. Water slides are super, super fun. I love water parks. I love everything about water parks. But if I had to pick a single ride, it would be a roller coaster.
Yeah, I think I'm the same thing. I think, yeah. Although it's a really hard question. I agree.
There's some cool water slides, but they're usually and you're done, or they're and then but roller coasters, man, you can get some roller coasters that are just phenomenal.
This is true. Yep. How about zombies or vampires?
I used to be a big vampire guy. I mean, the vampire Lestat, what's that author?
Twilight.
What's that? No.
Oh,
come on.
Okay. I don't know.
Way before that, the Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. That stuff.
Okay.
Those vampires, way back. I used to love vampires, but zombies, man. The original Walking Dead series, the first few years, phenomenal. I never watched any of them. Married my wife. She was big into Walking Dead, so I got to watch like 6 seasons, binge watch. I'd never watched a single episode, so I watched 6 seasons in like 3 months. Yeah.
I've never watched The Walking Dead.
Oh man,
I should go do it. You're telling me, huh?
Oh, the first few seasons, awesome. I mean, really, really.
Other thing that I've never really watched is Game of Thrones. Like, people talk about it. I've never seen it, right? So
yeah, but I did get into Vikings. I binge watched the entire series of Vikings. Oh my gosh, I love. So when Simple Life Reclaimed does Abraham's hair and then Gary's hair, I said I wish I had enough hair to do mine like the Viking man. Vikings are awesome.
Have you ever
I mean,
seen the Dexter series for the serial
oh yeah,
killer?
that's a guilty pleasure. I probably shouldn't like that. My wife got me in on that. It was
Okay.
Breaking Bad and Dexter. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this stuff, but it's a guilty pleasure. It's like I shouldn't be enjoying this, but
Well, you said you
you
like the
know,
horror stuff, so yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
I did.
it
I
kind of
love all
plays in
the
that
horror
theme.
stuff. So and he always did it to bad people, right?
Yeah, right. So, how about guacamole or salsa?
Ooh, I mix the two. I mix guacamole. See, I'm a wishy-washy guy.
You can say both.
If I had to pick, I could do without guacamole more than I could do without salsa. I gotta have some salsa. Chips and salsa. Chips and guacamole is okay, but chips and salsa.
All right, this is gonna be our last one. Well, actually, I got a couple more. We got a few more here. Then we'll give away a shirt. Chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
I'm a twist. Come on now. But if I had to pick, what you're making me pick, I think it'd be vanilla because I can add other flavors to vanilla to accentuate it. Chocolate's not as easy. I'm a vanilla guy.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. I'm more of a chocolate guy myself, but
Yeah. I like chocolate. I really do. But vanilla ice cream, I can add strawberries to it. I can add bananas, but chocolate, it's chocolate.
pizza or tacos?
Ooh, man. I love some tacos. We have a street tacos place around here that's authentic. Oh man, but pizza, you can't beat pizza. I've been all around the world and I've eaten pizza with squid on it. I've eaten pizza with fish eyes. I've eaten pizza with, just and yeah, I've eaten pizza. I've been to Italy and had pizza. I mean, pizza is not like a big thing in Italy, but
Yeah,
I've
it's
had
not.
pizza in Italy.
I've been there too, and it's not a big thing.
I love pizza, man.
In fact, that some of the worst pizza I've ever had in my life was in Italy, in Rome.
Yeah. Yeah.
We went to
the
this
pizza
little-
I liked in Italy was seafood pizza. Their seafood, the mussels and scallop pizza, just to die for. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife I were in Rome on a trip, and we were running around doing stuff, and we were like just famished, hungry. So we stopped in some little sandwich shop, and I got a slice of pizza, and it was disgusting. It's like I thought pizza came from Italy. But it was not good.
Mama V doesn't like my seafood pizza. She's like, ooh.
And I think Simple Life Reclaimed said they were for the tacos, especially if you get them from like street tacos.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love tacos. I mean, actually, shrimp tacos. I just, you can't beat a good shrimp taco with a special sauce they put on there. But man, or lingua tongue tacos. Oh man, awesome.
Yep. How about dragons or unicorns?
Oh, I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons guy from the 80s guy. I was a master level dungeon master. I'm dragons all day long.
So were you doing the D&D like back in the 80s then?
I had to roll the dice and I was you
there.
die and the door opens and yeah, that's me. I'm a geek.
I've got a really cool story about Dungeons and Dragons. It's Dungeons and Dragons SQS. I'll have to remember to say it on a different line, but it's a really cool story. I think you guys would actually enjoy. Pretty neat, actually, about Dungeons and Dragons. What's the thing I think of? It's been great having you on. I think we're going to go ahead and give away a shirt here. But
Let's do it.
Any last words you'd like to say to the audience?
Man, Ricky, I appreciate you having on there. And guys, if anyone's new coming over to Ricky's channel from RidgeLife, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, don't just chat in the window here. Leave a comment in one of his videos. If you don't leave a comment and you subscribe, you may not be subscribed to him tomorrow. So I appreciate you, Ricky, and I wish you the most continued success.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm just overwhelmed that I'm the third person. You had Stony Ridge Farmers, Simple Life Reclaim, and RidgeLife. You're going downhill quickly, bud. I'm sorry.
Well, I've asked people, but a lot of people don't get back to me.
Oh, so I wasn't even the third one you asked.
I wouldn't say that because you actually were high on the list.
All right.
But yeah, so I'm going to throw up here my email address because we're going to need that in a minute. But the reason I want to throw it up there is, but to your point, uh, if you guys in the chat, if there's somebody you want me to reach out to that you would like to learn about and have on one of these, send me an email. I will try and get them on. There's no guarantees I will get them on because, like I said, sometimes people respond to me. Some people are like, "Who's this Ricky Ventures guy?" I'm not responding to him. But if you have somebody you want me to try, I have no problems trying to reach out. I will badger anybody I can to see if they'll come on. Right. So we'll see what happens.
Thanks, Don. Don said I was in the top 10. I can take that.
There you go. Right. So
yeah,
I've got some other people lined up. I've got some other people already lined up in the future. So we're going to have more fun. Yeah, I'm going to switch over and I'm going to share this screen. I'm going to add this to the stream. And so if you guys want to be entered to get a shirt from Tim at RidgeLife, I want to thank you for being on here with us today, Tim. Been super fun having you on. All you got to do is type #shirt in the chat. And that will give you an entry. And we'll see how many entries we get in here. We've got 37 people in here, so we could have 37 entries. But I really appreciate you coming on, Tim. I'm so thankful that you accepted the invitation. And you guys, if you haven't checked out Tim at RidgeLife, I think everybody in here probably has. But if you haven't, go check him out. He's got some really good stuff out there. And not only that, go tell your friends to check him out because they may like him, right? And so tell them to subscribe, like he said. Be sure and leave a comment. And yeah, let's grow this community. So
yeah, Bob Elot and let's see, Ed Kirkpatrick. I don't know those names, so I appreciate you being here. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Sheila B. Thanks
Sheila
for being
B's in here. Yeah. Sheila B. I think I've seen her on Stony Ridge Live too.
Awesome. Great to have you.
Yep. And we've got Marion, Texas. We got Tamfer. Mr. MT Homestead is here. He said, great show. Hey, Mr. MT's still in the house. We kept the guy in here even. So we're up to 29 in entries, guys. We've got awesome. 38 people in here. Anybody else want to throw their name in the ring?
So we're giving away a RidgeLife t-shirt, and that can be a long sleeve, short sleeve, a premium, a classic. I've got tank tops. Your choice. Whatever you want from my bonfire store, I'll make it available.
Yep. So what you guys are going to have to do is, so we're going to pick somebody here in a minute. Once we pick the person, you're going to have to go look at his bonfire site and see what you think and pick one out, and then let me know what you're going to pick out. Let me know the size, the color, the style, and email it to me at rickyventures99@gmail.com, and we will get that shirt out to you. We're up to 25 people. I'm going to give you guys 5 more seconds. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hit the draw button. I got to go to the page over there and hit the draw button.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
27 people in the chat are entered in here, and it is the winner is Ed Kirkpatrick. Awesome. Congratulations, Ed.
Excellent, Ed.
So Ed, if you could send me an email. Well, first go look at Tim's bonfire site.
RidgeLife Bonfire. If you go to bonfire and type in RidgeLife, you'll see my bonfire store, any shirt, anything you want.
Yep. So go pick out what you want. You know, like I said, make sure you get the color, the size, the style. Let me know what that is, and I will get that out to you. All right. Thanks for coming on, Tim. It was great seeing you.
You are so welcome. Thanks for having me, Ricky. Yep. Thanks to all the people in the chat. Love you guys.
Yep. Have a good night, Tim. Yeah, go RidgeLife. All right, people. I think that's our live for tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming on here. If I didn't say hi to you in the chat, I apologize. I try to catch everybody's names in here. Marino's Mysteries says, I have to go figure out a logo for your channel. There you go. Yeah, go figure out a logo for your channel and get some merch. I don't even have merch out there, guys, yet. So at some point I will probably have merch, but we'll see what happens. I know I do need to print up some shirts to get those out there. We got Living a Road Life saying thanks. So I want to thank everybody out there. Thanks for showing up tonight. We will do this again for sure. With that, I'm going to let you guys all go, and we will do it again. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. If I go here and See you guys later.